Hello and welcome to Indian Express Online. The central government today lifted the ban on the bull taming sport, Jallikattu, in Tamil Nadu. We are here to discuss what is the political significance of such a move with our colleague Amrit. So Amrit, first of all, I would like to understand what is the cultural significance of the sport? Why is there so much talk about it?
It's partly because, if I put it in context, it's a sport actually. Connected with the peasant culture of southern Tamil Nadu. It's prevalent in some 3 or 4 districts between, say, south of Pollachi and north of Tirunelveli. And it's largely held from the month of January when the harvest season, the Pongal festivities begin, and it goes up to, say, May, June. And it's a very masculine sport in the first place, and these rural communities generally have a very strong masculine culture, and the recent debates have made it into some sort of a community pride and caste pride, and all these things have come together. So in that sense, it's culturally very significant in this particular reason. It's something which connects people there who with their agrarian past. It's something which basically allows them to claim a certain kind of a peasant pride. In that sense, it's a sport which defines their professional character. It defines the community instincts about masculinity, instinct
so
about
rural,
sporting culture.
agrarian,
yes.
masculine, those. Now, why was this ban placed in the first place? Why was this?
There has always been this dispute about whether a sport of this sort should be allowed. There is a certain amount of violence in it, no doubt. But here the debate has been phrased in such a way that one section is arguing that it's cruelty to animals. So which is why the whole ban came under the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act. And the other side, including the large section of the political spectrum, they have argued it as this being a sport representative of a particular cultural tradition. So the debate essentially has been about animal rights vis-a-vis tradition and culture, and tradition and the cultural rights of a particular community. So there, I think, when it went to the court, the rights perspective got upper hand, whereas the resistance, including from the political class, is from the side that it doesn't factor into the cultural and the the sporting culture of that particular region and that particular communities involved in agriculture.
So, what sort of tilted the favor from in favor of the community's right as against, say, the
as I said, the ban was not essentially something which came from the communities involved in the sport. It came from outside agencies who were working in the area of animal rights, who felt that the way this has been handled, the way the bulls have been trained, or the way they are being pushed into the arena, it is called Vadivasal. There is a certain amount of cruelty involved in it, and it needs to be rectified. And in a modern era where we've gone beyond purely focusing on human rights to embrace a certain kind of an all-encompassing rights, which includes the rights of animals as well, we should not be letting this sport happen. So this was essentially the debate. And now with elections coming in, no political party...
That is a crucial bit, elections are close.
Yes.
Would it have any political impact?
The most important thing is that this sport is something which is cultivated and largely participated in by communities which dominate the rural, political practices as well as rural areas. So they may not be large in numbers, but they are very extremely influential communities and castes. So there is no political party which is likely to take a position that doesn't respond to the interests and respond to the needs of those particular communities. So in this particular case, when the issue came up right from the beginning in 2011, I think, when the ban was first pushed in, political classes have been has been against arguing for a amendment of the PCA, moving the Supreme Court. The Tamil Nadu government in fact moved the Supreme Court against the ban. So this process has been on for a long time. And there is no political party, as far as I remember, which has supported the ban. So with elections coming in, there is a certain political consensus across the table from BJP to DMK. Everybody is on board, demanding that the ban should go, and
there is no community as such who's opposed on the ground, opposed to such a thing.
Even if it is in terms of communities, nobody is opposing it. There might be individuals within all these communities who might say that we need to go beyond this, what some people would call an extremely violent sport. And there is, in fact, there is a certain amount of violence, but it should also be seen in the context of fading agrarian culture, agrarian instincts, rural communities stressing their rights to follow a certain kind of systems and practices which they have been doing for a long time, and the intrusion of the rights people who they see as those ones who doesn't really understand the logic and tradition of rural areas, pushing in certain things which generally don't reflect their concerns.
Right. So there you have it, the basic understanding of what is the political significance, the cultural significance of this move. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.